Yes.
Yeah. Oh no, because it's nice out. Because we went out last night, and I'm like, ooh, this is lovely walking weather. Little nice, good warm hoodie. Go outside. I'm like, this was lovely. Because you know what killed me? Hot as hell yesterday. It was so hot. And you think going
Yeah.
out, like, because mind you, still March.
Yes, it is.
I wore a normal shirt, with some like normal sleeves, like short sleeves, not full sleeves, and a hoodie. And why did I have to I get out? Ooh, the air hit me. I was like, ooh, that feels beautiful. Then the heat hit me after that. I was like, what why? It's like, oh, this I can't do this. Ooh, why I'm sweating under my mask? Oh, then the place we went to ain't had no damn air conditioning. Like,
Oh, they probably haven't turned it on yet.
yes, because it's March, but it was hot.
Okay.
See, that's gonna be.
Yeah.
See, we're gonna talk about that in a little bit. Oh shit, I didn't do that. Okay, well never mind. I'll tell you in a second. What was I gonna say? Because today's topic was supposed to be anxiety.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Would you let me finish? What had happened was it will probably still be anxiety, but we gonna make the rant portion a little longer. Because what happened last night added to the rant that she did not talk to about earlier in the week. So it'll make sense in a second,
Okay.
right?
Well, in that case,
And
let us pray. But first, let's introduce ourselves.
oh, well, this is a cold opening. We just do this in this talk because it try an actual open with an opening don't work for us because we just get on the phone and start talking like we ain't never seen each other. But you don't. Okay, so we're gonna do it this way because I forgot to do something, which is weigh myself. Totally
Oh,
forgot.
yeah. I didn't either. But I know where I was yesterday, so I've gone up.
I don't remember where I was from 2 weeks ago.
Oh well,
So
I know I'm up. I'm at 232.
so
Yeah, 232,
okay, this is what we gonna do.
and I'm
Okay,
on the rag.
I just finished. That's why I said I'm gonna do this. Now let me finish the words coming out my mouth. Sheila gonna pray. I'm gonna run and weigh myself and come back and pray with y'all in the spirit of me running. So now Sheila, go for it.
Well, first off, that was Gwendolyn. I'm Sheila, and this is Godly Spiritual Ladies. Please let's bow our heads so that we can just consecrate and anoint this uh, video episode lot podcast. Lord, I thank you so much for this opportunity that we have today to fellowship, talk with each other as well as those who are watching or listening to this video slash podcast, audio podcast. Lord God, I thank you so much for the week that we've had, the last 2 weeks that we've had. I thank you for the birthdays of our moms. I thank you for everything in between. I thank you for the health, the wealth, the those who have passed away that that they have gone on to your home. I just thank you so much, really, so much for everything that you've done, that you continue to do within our lives and those of the lives that are around us. I just ask humbly that you just take us as your servants, always lead us, direct us, always shine that light on us so we know where to go. This world is sometimes dark, and we need your light to shine on us so that we have a good footing for the path that you have us on. Heavenly Father, you are so beautiful. You are so wonderful. You're so good. You also can be so mischievous, but we love you anyway. We love you. We love you, love you, love you, love you so much. I'm just excited and I'm just happy that you allow me to love you. With that being said, let us just say amen.
Amen. Okay. So like she said when I ran away, I'm going to do the other half of the spiritual lady. Sorry. It's a little much today. Okay. So
She's being a
what had
fiery
happened?
redhead.
Yes. Okay. What had happened was one, we got new hair. See, we like the
Yes, I
hair,
see. Actually, I do. I actually
and we,
love the red.
I
It
really
brightens
like the
you up.
color too. Yes, I have to get used to this because I literally sitting here. There's a fan pointed directly at my face because it's like a hot, and I thought I was gonna deal with hot hair because I got locks and they heavy and they hot, but don't beat this wig because you know my hair. You could get some breeze through this sucker. This, and I'm in the house.
True.
Now,
But it looks
now,
sexy. I will
no,
say
but
that.
I like it.
I know it
It's
looks really,
curls
really nice.
and it's long too. And
But
I'm
it
just
looks,
like,
I'm loving it on you. It looks, yes, it's giving you diva looks. It's very
yes.
sexy.
Now,
And then the makeup along with it. I
right.
see that you matched it to go with it.
Didn't do that on purpose, but it did. I was like, ooh,
Oh, I
I
thought
had
you
this look
did.
in my head. No, I didn't. Because I did my face. Then I put the wig on, you know. So I was like, it matched. Okay. So I did this face, and I said, the only thing I said, I got all these lashes, and I usually wear the short ones. So I
Mm-hmm,
said, let's go for the big lashes.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm,
these are okay. I'm like,
mm-hmm.
yeah. And then I pulled out this lip, and I was like, how y'all doing? And then I put everything together. I was like, ooh, how you doing?
It's literally like
Because I
completely acting. I swear, I love it though. It looks very, very nice. It gives you such a nice, clean look. Very bright, very, very seductress. It's like it's seductive, but without being too much.
exactly. And it's funny. It's like I got my makeup. Like I was saying, we went out last night. Now I was like, I would have did this last night, but I said I was going bowling, so I said, no, I'm gonna be hot and sweaty, so I choose. So I said, this is the joke in my head, the way I said I was doing the makeup and the hair. I said, ooh, I'm gonna be one of them internet baddies,
Yes.
you know, with the face and the hair. The only difference is I did not have enough time because I overslept today. That's why we pushed the call time back because I would have had my nails on. I was like,
Right.
damn it. Yeah. But you know, look, okay, next time we gonna try it because I got another week.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I definitely got to see what you do. You should start doing some seriously start doing some videos or get some photo ops done in like cute outfits to go with your cute hairs and
Now
face.
that you just said that is hilarious because I have to do graduation photos.
Well, yes, girl. Yes. Yes, girl. Yes.
But wait a minute, time out. Here's the funny part. Let me tell you about my graduation photos. And this is how I'm gonna say your friend, you know me, because my brain is stupid. Now, oh, first, before I say that my brain is stupid, because it really is. One, not just my hair, Sheila got new hair too that I really, really, really like. Because
Thank you.
I saw before, but you had it up, but down. I'm like, I'm obsessed. I'm really loving this one. Because
Oh,
you know
thank
what?
you. Thank you.
It matches you so well that it is enough to be out there and glamorous, but sleek and just I'm like, nah, this is really
Simple.
fun. Yes,
See, look at us with our hairstyles. Like we're trying to be cute, but we're trying to be simple.
exactly. Because I want to be easy breezy girl. Just like I'm done. I don't want to go too long.
Girl.
The only thing is, if you can, when you do it the next time, get one pack that has color and mix
You
it
know the
in.
stuff. It does have color. It's just a dark brown.
No. I mean color, like this
Yeah,
color.
that's the bottom.
I see that. The bottom is good, but I want
You want
like
the
a
whole
couple
hair.
yeah, a couple of streaks, not the whole thing. Just one pack where
Highlights.
you
You
like,
want highlights.
thank you, that's the word. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I was looking for something, but I was like, this time around because it's, getting into that colder, that warmer season. For some reason, I went for a look. I went for one that had a little bit of color because, this is me. I have to have some type of color going on, but I wanted it to
Yeah,
be a
yeah.
little bit more tame. So I went for
Oh yeah, no,
a lighter hue.
and this is why I said the next time. Now you know
Mhm.
how this will look.
Yeah,
So what I was
I
saying,
quite like it. I quite like it. It's a simple look, but it gives me my waves that I like.
yeah, and you could do so many things as versatile that you could throw it up, throw it to the side, do something with stuff. Now
Thank you.
here is
Now back to your graduation.
mhm, right. So what had happened was my butt is I already have a bachelor's degree.
Yes.
I don't care
In case for people
about
that don't know, she does have one in computer science,
computer systems.
computer systems. Yes. So this is why she's in charge of all the technical shit and pretty much everything else.
Yeah, pretty much. And then like I already have and I have graduation pictures done, and I'm like, I don't care. My friend, who I love, is making me do everything. I have to go to graduation. I had to get my stuff, and I'm just like, I'm like, been there, done that. And my head was like,
Don't matter.
no, I'm going all. No, wait, let me finish and tell you about my brain. I said I am going all the fuck out for masters. I'm getting a class ring or a necklace because they have those. When I say I want everything, I want everything. I got to pay all this money. I'm getting my stuff now.
I'm
With the
not mad at
bachelor's
you.
degree, and the bachelor's degree, my main focus is I want the paper with my name on it. That is my main thing.
Right,
So
right,
all this
right.
extra stuff was like, yeah. But my friend, being herself, which we love, mhm, right? She's like, oh hell no, you worked your ass off for this. You doing the whole damn thing. So, so now I have to take graduation pictures because I was about to skip it. She's not letting me. To the point
I'm
of she's like,
glad.
she's well, I know that, but I told you my brain
Yeah, I know how your brain works.
care about
You know, I'm still waiting for
right, but
I'm still waiting for other pictures, and you know which pictures I'm waiting for as well.
no, this face because I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
It has a dress included in it.
Child, I took like 3 pictures that day.
I want one in that dress. I need to see a dress
Okay.
and a tuxedo. Okay.
And the fact that I've never let him see that dress. It's in it's in the back
Right,
of the
because it was
closet. I
supposed
know
to be
exactly where it is.
special. It's supposed to be special. He's supposed to go,
Yeah, but see, the funny thing is, that's still the 10-year plan.
again, I'm still waiting for that dress. Why is this bug out here? I am outside, so that would be probably why the bug's out here. But anyway.
No, so I'm like, oh no, see, because that is my idea is like the 10-year anniversary, but really after I graduate from grad school,
And I
I'm
pray
having
that you fit that dress beautifully then as well.
Yeah, me too. We'll see. Because
That's what the gym's for. Woohoo!
pretty much. Yeah. So
cap, gown, makeup, stilettos.
well, no stilettos.
Oh.
The reason is no.
Why not?
Because
them gowns are long though.
No. Oh, no. One, I'm not breaking my ankle. I'm never wearing a stiletto. I can't balance on them. But I do have high heels that are considered your high heels that are chunky that I can walk in.
Okay,
Now,
okay.
it's not in person.
That's fine.
No, I'm saying so I don't have to wear heels because I'll be sitting down.
Oh no, I was saying that I was. You know what? You know. This is me, my brain, right? My brain. Again, people who don't know my brain. My brain works a little different. In my head, I'm thinking, okay, she gonna get dressed up. She gonna have her family be all dressed up as well.
No.
And they gonna go for dinner.
For
graduation.
Okay. See, what had happened was what I tried to trick my friend was this. I said, we don't have to pay the money for the graduation. We just get the cap and gown and we do our own photo shoot. Right? She said, no, we can do that too, but we're still gonna go get the professional pictures. What's gonna happen is um that I am going to go to my friend's house because I want to do what I want to do for my graduation, and I want to drink, I want to take pictures, and I want to play Cards Against Humanity. I am a
So in other words, you're gonna have a graduation party, home party, which is nothing wrong with that. But you're still gonna be cute, get dressed up, and eat.
Yeah, no, that's just still part of the thing. That's why I
And
said
take
I'm
a
still.
lot of photos that better be on the gram.
Oh no, we're gonna do a whole photo shoot with the shoes because I got these
Every time.
shoes that I right. See, I got these shoes. They were for Kim, but I can walk in them. And that heels.
Okay. Okay.
Cute.
You only gotta wear them for a few for a bit for the photos and kick them off after that and party. How?
Exactly. So I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna do that. Go to a park, get me dressed up and cute. Now,
That's what I'm
why I
saying.
brought this up was, right. The reason I brought this up was I was laughing. So went out last night, and I said, because this is the part that pissed me off. They said the thing Thursday night at 10 p.m. The email telling you about graduation and all the stuff to buy and do stuff, and said you got to do it in the next week. Gave you no time. Yeah, I'm like, you wanted me to do it over
Like I
this
said,
next? No.
oh,
Now, mind you, how they gonna charge both college students? My whole regalia stuff, so the cap, the gown, the tassel, I get a hood, them hoods with the colors, and then the yellow sash thing that goes this way, $100. Actually, 114 for tax and shipping.
that's not bad.
That's not bad. I'm like, yeah, but some of them other packages with like thank you cards and shit went to $500.
I can get my own thank you card.
I'm like, I could send an email, I could send a text tweet. How y'all do?
You can
I
send
could
like those cute e-bites. I graduated. Hey.
exactly.
You can also Zoom your graduation party and send out that in the invite.
That is true. Will I be doing that? No. Anyway, told you I don't want to do that. I'm doing a bare minimum of what's gonna make me happy. Yes, love you. I know. I told you in my brain.
I still
I just
love you.
want to
So
take
keep
it with
going.
my name on it. Right. See, Sheila knows me. I will be the person with on the ground, on internet and Twitter with the paper with my name on like this. See this? See right here? Right there. I will do the Van. I'm like, yes, I will, because I want the damn paper. Don't care about that shit. I want the paper.
I mean,
See,
you work for it.
masters, if y'all,
I said you work
yeah,
for it. I
that's
mean, like, I think for me, what it was is that I would think it was my grandmother's fault because for every graduation,
oh yes,
I
grandma did do
literally
that.
yes, for every one of our graduations at college, it was a requirement you had to show up. When you said, "Oh, I'm not going to this one. It's just a graduation," they're like, "She like what? You gonna go? I'm gonna be there." So it's like one of those.
See,
I'm like, okay, okay.
okay, Sheila, see, you got that from grandma. From mommy, she don't care about nothing. Even when I got married, because she couldn't go because of the walking thing, she said, I want to see the paper.
Yeah,
Then I know it's real. And that's where I get it from. It's my mom. She's like, the paper means it's real. Give me the paper. See? Other Dexter said, no, give me the paper. So you understand, it's our family thing. Yes, I'm with her.
Yeah, of course you were her and I'm with mine. Mine is like, no, we celebrate everything. I was like, we want to see the paper, but we celebrate. We want it all.
Right.
The whole pomp and situation.
Yeah, it's like,
Don't
paper's
tell
real,
nobody
okay.
I eloped. Don't tell no one I would elope. That ain't gonna happen.
Oh please! I think y'all are still mad at me for not getting married over there.
The eloping would not work for me and my family. Be like, what? You elope? No problem. Come back, we'll get you the dress, the church. No, but I elope. That's great, but you're not cheating us out of this.
Aunt Michelle is probably still mad at me that I went to the courthouse.
Because we were planning everything. Let me tell y'all, people. Let me side note here, people. Side note, people. My fam.
What side?
I'm a side note conversation. So, people. So, as y'all, some of y'all who've been listening and watching us for a while, I come from a Haitian and Cuban family. Now, predominantly, pretty much Haitian. We just got that Cuban on the side. Now, we like to do things.
Hold on, pause. Wait, Sheila, pause. Now, also remember, this is my family too, because as Sheila reminds us, we have been friends for 30 years. Both of our families are family. That's just it. So this is why this story makes sense. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, if you knew my family, it would make sense, period, anyway. We like to party. We like to do things for people. You know what I'm saying? That's just us. That's our nature. So when we hear, oh, you planning on getting married, but the budget is low, we got you. We can get it done. People understand. My family can get a wedding, a nice one. You be sitting there going, how much this wedding cost? Yes, people, we can get a wedding done in less than $2,500. Let me tell you, we can. When can attest to that? Okay. Well, I will find your way to the nearest Dave and Bridals. I got a dress for another person for their wedding. Honey, I went to Wish. That dress was bomb. Wish.com, and that dress was
you love
girl. I be finding some good deals. And so we would make our own food. We would use the family member with the biggest yard. We would make sure we got all the tents. Like, I literally bought tents. My aunt has those tents at her house, and we use it for another thing. So I bought tents for my auntie's house in New York. So we got the canopies and all that jack. I bought all that crap. It's at her house. We have everything, tiki torches and all that stuff. We were set. We ready to go. Tables, whatnot. We could have done this. I'm ordained minister, just in case some people don't know this. I am an ordained minister in the state of Maryland. Okay. It don't take that hard to get the Universal Life Church ordination. Okie dokie. And a couple of my other family members in New York are also ministers, priests. So we have plenty of ministers to ordinate a wedding. Okay. We have my auntie who know how to bake, cook, all that jazz. And trust me, all us Haitians would be in the kitchen. Okay. Even if I hate cooking, I still can cook. Okay. So we would have had this sucker done. Somebody decided, oh, you know what? I'm going to go to the courthouse. And I'm sitting here going, say what?
So what happened was, as Sheila likes to show
what happened was, she likes to
and just what I said, I didn't hear what you said, so I'm not even going to acknowledge it. I'm just saying, is the same way what my mom is like, we just need the paper, I don't care about everything else. That's exactly what happened. And the funny thing is, my husband is the same way.
Yeah. Because she married what she is.
Because he is one or two ways. All the fuck out or no. If he can't go all the way out the way he wants, he ain't doing it. And I'm like, me too. We're like, cool, bet.
Oh my God. Which is so funny because honestly, people, Gwen and I have had these things for back and forth for years. But we acknowledge that and we know that. That's one of the things I think why this program has gone on since 2013 is because we are similar, but we are also polar opposites. When it comes to a lot of different things, there's certain things that are we especially for faith-based, we are on the same simpatico. You know what I'm saying? But for other lifestyle things, we are different because again, we are different people. We were raised differently. We come from different backgrounds. So of course you're going to get different points of view, which is important to godly spiritual ladies. You know, this, and we also include men from time to time, and children sometimes. But literally it's understanding that you can be different and you can still work together. There are plenty of things that I know she would love me to actually do that I don't do, that I plan to get to, but I never get to. And she lives with that. She knows She's like, either give herself an aneurysm or just learn to live with it and keep on going. Okay. I'll come through somewhere else. Yeah.
After the second time I've asked, she ain't do it. I'm like, all right, forget it, I'll do it, but it ain't gonna go. See, she got two
And I
chances.
listen, and here's the thing. And the thing is, I've listened to her do the I don't know if you guys listen to the podcast, but in the beginning of the podcast, she does the sponsorship tag. And it's pretty good. I was like, why would I change that? It's like, she's good. She's good. So it's like, nah. She runs this program really well. She wears the mantle of our company's CEO as a CEO and CIO. Yeah. CIO very well. Huh?
I said you put me in
Say
charge
that
because
again?
you didn't want to. You put me in charge
No,
because
no,
you did not want.
I put you in charge because actually, no, to be quite honest, I put you in charge because you're good at it. Because you know how it is with, like, even in my class, I'll use my own class, last class that I have as an example. When no one goes into charge, or when someone says they're going to try to do something in charge and they're really not good at it, I would take over. That's just simple. That's how I am. I would not leave my grade, my existence to someone else that doesn't know what the hell they're doing. If I can leave something to somebody, that means I have complete and utter faith and trust in that person that they're not going to make me look like a fool. This will not be Boo Boo the Clown.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. Mm-hmm.
So if I didn't trust and believe that you have the tenacity as a businesswoman, okay, as a businesswoman to be able to handle being the CEO and CIO of our company, I'd take over. I don't got to worry about that because I trust and believe in our CEO. You are perfectly fine being the CEO of our company. I'm perfectly happy being CFO and sitting on the backside. CFO who is needed when needed.
That's true. Whenever we see, she'll be needed whenever we make any kind of money. Because I'll be like, okay, Sheila, now you take over this number thing. I'm doing it. I'm not.
Pretty much.
That's
And
where
I'm
we
always
got that whole
thinking in the
money.
background. Yeah, and I'm always thinking in the background of what we can do to make I don't know if some of y'all know that I'm in my master's program, and so I am learning a lot of different things that can try to get us to get our liquidity out there for being a nonprofit organization as we are, to be able to turn a profit in order to be able to help other people with different things. So when we have more opportunities later down the line, like I'm testing out Vistaprints, there's the boutique shop that they have, to switch over from our Cafe Press to see about going to theirs to see the quality of the material to start generating more shirts. So I have one product that I'm waiting for to see in the mail how long it takes and stuff like that. So those type of things I'm looking at on the side view to see how we can generate some income. But I'm doing those things on the side because I got to test them out first.
Well, of course. Okay. Now, since we went to like left to I
That's
don't know
us
where we
all the
went.
time,
Okay.
though.
Oh, pretty much, yeah. So, because I was like, wait a minute, the original point, the hair. Okay. So,
No, the original point was the
I,
hair. We look cute. It's for graduation photos.
right. So y'all see me in my black
Yes.
wig. This is this wig. I got one more wig that's red and
Oh,
curly,
okay.
right?
But
So
I like this color though.
I was with my friends. Yeah, but wait a minute. I was with my friends last night, not thinking. I said, okay, I just need her to braid my hair so I can put the cap on my head, and it don't look like a fuss mess. And she's like, oh, we're just gonna braid it to put the wigs on. I was like, well, she's gonna wear a wig for the picture.
Oh, I thought that's what you want to do.
I didn't think about that till last night when they mentioned it. Then I'm like, oh, which wig? I got more than one wig. So I'm gonna take a picture of this and me and the other wig, right? And send them to my friends because they're gonna she's gonna help me do my hair, and then wig to wear in the picture. Because I said I'm gonna laugh at myself because I am gonna go full baddie glam with the nails and the hair and this and a beat. Take myself spray me down because I might be hot. But yeah, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. because I've never taken pictures like this. So I'm just gonna be like,
But you know what though? Honestly,
mhm.
consensus here. It's honestly consensus here that what I've noticed with the wigs and the makeup. Well, the makeup has always been you. Just it's just more. It's more natural. I don't know how to say it. It's more fine.
Ooh, I know what I'm doing.
Yes, it's more fine. It's like it's more. Oh, not fine. It's more refined. There we go. It's more refined.
Yeah.
And then you've been wearing nails, very nice looking ones, very strategically pretty ones. And then now with the wigs, it's I don't know. It feels like it's a reinvention of yourself. You're still you, but it's a different version of you.
No, I get that. It's like
But I
it's
like it.
it's the person I've always seen in my head, but now I actually have the tools to do it. Because
Oh, I like that. Yes, you're visualizing yourself.
mhm, I've always wanted my makeup like this. I've always wanted to see hair like this, but I never wanted to dye my hair or straighten and go through all that mess. I like my locks. But this is like now with the wigs, I was like, wait, I could get my hair on this, so I could finally get all these baddie versions that I've seen in my head and I wanted to try, and all on the budget because this wig was only $20.
Yes, yes, yes.
I,
See, budget friendly.
I have not paid over $20 for any of these wigs. 20 and below. Like you see this is like full bugs. She's like, yes.
Mm-hmm. And you know it. That's the funny thing is like I think it was also cute that I think that I see that is it comes through for the camera or it is that you look different. You know you look good and it shows in the camera. You're just like
Dude, I don't mug to the camera like this at all, ever. He chose this makeup and these hair, and I'm like, who's this chick? I was like, I like her. She nice.
you like I could be a thought, but I'm not.
Exactly. That was the whole baddie thing. I was like, oh, I could look like the top girls on the gram, but I have on
Mhm.
clothes.
Yeah, it still do your thing. It still do your thing though. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Be on that TikTok, be like, how? Like literally the looks. I think like the one thing I like is that I love your attitude.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. It's not like crazy different, but it's just different. It's like it's just like you know how people hold themselves. They stand up a little straight when they were in some cute.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I perfectly get that. Yeah.
And you know it though. It's like the makeup, the hair, the lashes. Not that you're not pretty without any of this stuff. It just enhances.
Yeah, but I
Right,
actually
right.
know
But it
how to
just enhances
that
differently.
made my beauty just even better. Hmm.
Right. It's a great enhancement, and I like it.
Hmm. Now, what was I saying to you? Something. Oh yeah, look at this cute
Your
one I
weight.
got for my. Yeah, this is for my watch.
Oh, I like. No, I see.
Yeah,
It's pink.
it is easy. Yeah,
Is it pink?
rose,
Rose quartz.
rose
All
pink.
right, cool. Rose pink.
Yeah,
It's cute. I like it.
yeah. It my other watch broke, and I was like, oh wait a minute, this is cute. It looks like a bracelet. Okay, cool.
I
Okay,
have one of those. I don't use them anymore though.
yeah. So now two stats and stuff. So let's actually get because we've been talking about for like half hour. Now, I'll go first. Mine's is faster and stuff. I
I already
forgot.
said how much I weigh.
Yeah, yeah. But look, like I said, that's why I ran at the beginning of this. I forgot. But what happened was in the last 2 weeks, uh, I would say my diet has been kind of the same. Well, actually, no. Let me reframe that. My diet's been trash. The reason I say it's trash is because I haven't been feeling well, and I've been like really sick, and because allergies kicking your butt, change, and then yes, my period. So um, the joke is like we got the stimulus package, right? We got the nice little stimmy. did all the, smart things. But where my money goes, it's not stupid purchases, it's not makeup, it's not hair, it's food, people, food. I pay for convenience to come to my house when I don't have to cook. You
Amen.
deliver me delicious food, and you come in there, and I'm like with the delivery people, how you doing? Thank you. Put it right there. I got you. Bye now. Yeah. So
I
we
know
did
those
that for
people
like a
got
week.
more money. I know those people had gotten more money during the first round of the stimulus check. I know they did because I know my hands were on that mobile app going click click Uber Eats, Uber Eats, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub.
Oh, Seamless, because Seamless runs my neighborhood. Because other people are here, but Seamless is big, right? And
Oh,
I'm just like, it was so funny. And I'm like, this is one little delivery guy from the pizza shop, right? Because we had ordered pasta and pizza one day. He's like, no, 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 don't order through them. Make sure you order through here. I gave you a menu and all this stuff. Like my dad answered the door. He wouldn't give my dad the food until he saw me. He said, no, I'm making sure that it's you. Because wait a minute, it said when I said my name, he said, this is Wendy here. It's like, oh, you not a Wendy. He's like, mommy, you okay? I said, yes, go ahead, give it to him. How you doing? Bye bye now.
I love that. I love that. That's such concern and security. I love that.
Because he told me, he said, one time I gave it to the person, and they're like, why'd you give it to him? That wasn't the person. So he checked down. I was like,
It just happens to happen once, literally.
oh yeah. So with all that being said, then I also went to the doctor. So what's gonna might happen is I might need a pacemaker because my heart is not getting stronger. Now, it's everything around the heart is straight. The
Okay.
heart itself is slow,
Okay.
beating slow, meaning that your heart should beat at 35%, and anything below the 35%, with other factors and all that other stuff in there, is bad. That could mean heart attack, sudden, I'm just gonna stop, I'm out. So with my doctor, I like him. Let me explain. I'm still talking. But my doctor, I like him. He says, look, we're still gonna work with medication and try to see what we can do to get everything. But I'm bringing this up to you now so that you know, just in case this is an insurance policy. This is not saying, oh, if you don't have this, you die. No, this is just in case saying your heart says stupid, boom, right there, you got it. And it's not like, oh, rush to the hospital. Oh, she didn't make the hospital. Something like that. It's like it's the insurance policy to make sure that you got it to make sure something's okay. And they small now and they don't look as bad. It's not like you got this big hunk of machine on your chest. You just can't go through a metal detector and we'll go through the side effects or whatever else later. So I'm okay. And I'm like, I'm thinking about it, but it's more than likely Kim will have to get it before I do because his is not getting any better. I have another test to do Monday if these people ever call me for a heart MRI to see what I need. So that's one thing. And I'm like, at the point of me thinking is like, getting a machine and stuff like that makes you think weird stuff like, oh, a falling apart thing. I was like, in my head, I'm like, I'll be alive,
Right.
right?
That's pretty much what it is. I mean, what I was gonna ask was,
I can still look this fine. I can still
yeah,
look
you're
this
still gonna
fine.
be,
Cool, give me a
yeah, what I was gonna ask for our viewers and listeners, um, I'm thinking from like their point of view or something like that, because everyone knows that we're women in our 40s. Um, Currently, we don't have any of our own personal children. Um, what are if you would share like certain when you do find out about certain side effects, again related to yourself, not for others, but it can give like some like point of view, letting if you feel comfortable to letting some of our viewers and listeners know what could be some side effects, like can you have children, how would that affect your weight loss journey, how does that affect mental journey, things of those natures.
Exactly. So once I have more information on that, because this was just the start conversation, that's why I'm mentioning it now and stuff like that going forward. Now, speaking of mental journey, so on this channel, we also talk about mental health because, well, we both have it, and I'm going it's semi into that field. Now, with me, when it comes to finding a psychiatrist and a therapist, sometimes that one's not their stick. Like you like the person or you don't like the people. I've heard on other podcasts it's like, oh, I'm going to the therapist, I don't like it, but I have to go. I'm like, no, you don't. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to say, I don't like you. I don't like your advice. I don't like your attitude. I don't like your face. This is done on purposes. So what happened to me was I had a psychiatrist. I liked her. Nice black lady. Cool people. Got it. Help me with my stuff. The overall company that she was with shut down her site that she was working out of. Right? Now, this happened some months ago. I haven't talked to her since. So I don't know if they fired everybody. What happened? I called them last month. No, I'm lying. What, last month was February? Yeah, I
Yes.
called them at the beginning. Yes, I called them at the beginning of February, got my medication. They said she was off that day. And that's the last time I've ever heard from anybody from that company. To the point, yes, nothing. And it's almost 8. So I spoke to my therapist. I know. I spoke to my therapist and I told her what's going on. She's like, say, why did they're doctor? They're not supposed to do that because they're supposed to be a termination process. It's a whole set of steps and they're not supposed to do that. So I'm like, fuck these people. And I went through yeah, I am. I'm like, I'm not messing my health and my medication. So I don't have any of my medications. I'm not taking any of it anymore right now. Now, I'm going to explain that in a second. So I'm going to go to my therapist and now stay with her company, the therapist and the psychiatrist. Now, this is a good thing to do to stay within the same company because that means those two doctors can talk and they can make sure that you're okay on both levels and sides. When it's outside of two different companies and you have a therapist here and a psychiatrist here, they can't talk because of company policies and stuff, and you're not allowed to talk with outside agencies. But if they're when in the same agency and you're comfortable, then that's better for you. That is going forward with, mental health and how that works. So if you're thinking of getting into it and they want to refer you to a psychiatrist, let them try to stay within the company. And they might have more than one psychiatrist there. So you could get to pick and choose too. You don't have to stay with the same one that you just started with just because you started with. No, this ain't like that. Now, come to find out, one of the medications I was taking is the same one, right, for anxiety. And the side effect is you gain weight. So that 20 pounds that we gained, that I said I just gained 20 pounds out of nowhere, it was from the damn pills. And the same thing happened to him. And we're both in the same area because I did not gain weight everywhere else. It was literally my stomach. And I'm like, and I asked him, it's like, if those are the same pills, I was like, let's just take these phone these pills out. So I stopped taking those, right? Then the other pill that I was on, I said, you know what, let me look up the side effects of this because I've been going through. Now, this side effect is so specific. I was about to go to a gynecologist to find out what was wrong with me. It makes you itchy down there for no reason. Not on the inside, just itchy. But here's the weird part. You sweat. Only down there. Like flop sweat. I thought I was going through menopause. That's how bad it was down there. Meaning I have to change underwear and pants.
Oh, at that point, I'd be wearing Depends and calling it a day.
Was about to put them on. That's how bad. Oh, soon as I stopped taking the pill, everything went back to normal. Dry, stop itching. I'm like, bitch.
It affected your hormones. It must have been raising your. I think it was either raising or lowering your estrogen levels. For all that stuff that feel like menopause, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, because I'm like, I know my apartment is hot, so well, it's just hot, and that's everybody in the house is like, no, it's hot. Even my parents turn on the fan, and they always cold. So I stopped taking those pills, and I'm basically off of any kind of psychotic pills right now. And the thing with my mental is my anxiety is not bad right at this moment. The reason I say that is I am so damn busy my brain doesn't have time to do the stupid. I mean, seriously, people, the reason I'm telling you all this, and this does go into the whole weight loss journey and everything, because it's holistically the entire part of it.
You got it.
I told my therapist, I said, I really think I am so busy, I don't have time to think of anything else. Because when I say school kicked up, work kicked up, and then so I have projects on field. I have basically designing an entire mentor program in my work that's going to go into my portfolio that's going to look really good, you know. And then my other job and school and my mama, and then my family had came up. I was like, I ain't got time to think about nothing else. It's just so busy. She was my therapist. My therapist is this nice little Asian lady, right? She's Chinese. And it's funny because she's very good at schooling her face. But I be catching her every now and then. Because I tell her, I get up like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and I eat, and I get dressed, and I come and sit in this computer and do work. I'll take breaks, but my break is playing video games, still sitting in the chair, not moving for 5 minutes, and then going back to work. Because I have so many different things to do. It's not like I'm concentrating on one thing.
Right.
And I don't get up till 8, 9 o'clock. And she went, you do what? Okay. She's like, you need to take a break.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this has been the last few weeks.
That could be considered
every time.
Do you consider that dormant anxiety?
Yeah, I could consider that because when I say really have not had time to think about anything else, I have. Because then my niece came up, because Eddie and Corey came up, I had to deal with that, and then talking to other people and all the other work, and so pushing literally everything back.
Right.
Because you remember, one thing I do for my anxiety that helps me is distraction.
Right.
If you distract me from the thought, I'll do it. So my distraction has been schoolwork, work, and doing this podcast because I have to think about something, you know? So I'm like, yeah, I've been on major distractions. Like, here is the thing that is funny to me. So sleeping. I've always had trouble with sleeping because my mind races and will, as you know, come up with any scenario that you think it's always my fault or I did something wrong when I had nothing to do with it. That is the way my brain works. Because for some reason, I'm supposed to take care and love on the world and be everybody's mama, auntie, mammy titty. That's supposed to be me. And never take care of myself. Oh yes, in retrospect has been working for me. If you have not noticed, you'd be so proud of me. You see how I'm learning to do this and be better, and I can say it now because a couple of years ago I wouldn't be able to say none of this.
Not a one.
I'd be like, "Oh, you're lying."
Not a one.
I would. I'd be Mike Tyson in this. No, that's not me.
She would. Oh my God, that is so true. See, she has grown, people. She has grown.
I told you I'm learning. Therapy helps.
Yes.
And like, for real, because I'm like, in my head, I think, I don't need therapy anymore. I'm okay because of this distraction. I'm like, I literally am the type of person that needs to talk this out with somebody else so I could springboard off of it so I can process it in my brain. Because if I don't do that, I will internalize it and it will turn into some other kind of script. And that's what my brain does.
Good analogy.
Sheila's laughing at all this because he's like, I've been trying to teach you this for 30 years and you are just getting it.
Oh my God. Oh.
See, eventually,
I have no comments. I have no comments.
I am telling the truth. Like she said.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
The hair, the attitude, it's me understanding. Oh, perfect analogy. The makeup, the hair, the attitude is me seeing myself how everybody else is seeing me for years. And me understanding.
It's like what you said earlier. It's you visualizing your inner you.
Yes. So this confident, crazy person has always been here, but I tend to push her down and think this is the way people should see me. And I am learning to undo that a bit. So, like I was saying, with the mental and the stuff, so found a trick that has been working for me to actually go to sleep. And it's still distraction theory. Music. Like, okay, I'm off one. Okay, you know, like the remember I told you I was listening to the meditation music to
No.
study with?
I'm sorry. I'm shaking my head, but it's for music, I mean, for me, it's audiobooks because I've tried music for myself. I start jamming.
No, it's specific type of music. So it's the jazz instrumental. That music they play in spas. You know the Enya. Yeah, that's her name. Enya. That type of music.
Oh, I
Classical.
like Enya. But then I start dancing with Enya though.
See, I put it on like the loudest is 2. And we got a speaker, and Kim likes it too. So we put the speaker on, put the jazz on. But it's that Sunday
You know what
jazz.
it is? You know what it
And
is
they
for
come
me is that because I was a former, because you know, my as a child, I did ballet. And so for me, that ballet dancer in me always comes out with certain crazy stuff. And I hear Enya, and I'm just like, I want to do pirouettes. I
No,
don't want to
see,
sleep.
I get that, but that's in my mind because I can't do that stuff. So I was choreographing my brain. Because you dance, I didn't. You actually know the steps to do. No. So then I'm like, we started doing that, and even Kim was like, yo, in 15 minutes, I'm out. And it'll play the whole night. And then for me, it's like, I still wake up in the night, but the difference is I'll wake up and fixate on the music and go back to sleep. And my brain doesn't cut off.
Keep going.
So I'm like,
you wake up a little bit more refreshed because your mind has actually slept.
yes. So that's been good. So with all that things, like I'm gonna have a new psychiatrist soon because I'm gonna go through my company. So she has an appointment for me to meet with him and do the whole thing on the 14th. So we're gonna see, what going forward to see how that's gonna be. Because I don't think that, just because right now I'm good and I don't need the medication. I was like, no, I know me. Because as soon as I slow down, my brain will be like, hi, did you miss me?
At least you know yourself. You know what I'm saying? To thine own self be true.
Yes, because I'm like, no, right now I'm just busy. Because I'm gonna graduate soon, and then there's summer break before grad school. What about them months? Yeah. Okay. So, and that's be told now, without taking the pill, and I just ran and did my thing, right? So I'm taking off 2 pounds for clothing because I got a hair on.
I'm gonna let you have it. Sadly, my weight scale, I've tested it with hair on, without hair off, clothes on or clothes off. The weight's still the same.
Yeah, I've never done this. So
you know me. I got no problem walking around naked. So.
Yeah, there's other people in my house.
They're all your family, though.
That's my point. Again, 2 different things. We just had this conversation.
Yes, I'm a bit of an exhibitionist to a point.
Yes. Now, so it says I am now 277.2.
Okay.
So I was 286 before, so I lost almost.
All right, cool. I guess taking those pills off a little bit helps out.
Yeah. So, and then my doctor got me on this damn water pill. Make pee every 5 minutes. But it's supposed to be for the heart, to get the fluid off. But it makes sense, but damn it, I'm always in this bathroom.
Depends, honey. Depends. Poise. They're cute.
No, when you got.
That's what I'm saying. If you got a poison, you just tinkle.
No, No, it's not a tinkle. It's I got to go.
Yeah, it's called a waterfall.
Yeah, but I'm not.
That's what they're made for.
I ain't at that.
They
I'm saying I ain't. I'm not at that point yet.
are.
No.
In other words, people, she's cognizant enough to take her behind to the bathroom. She don't need to go on herself directly. She can get up and go. I'm just
Exactly.
saying, wearing those on, you can at least get yourself a little tinkle. If there's a couple of things drop before you get to the toilet, you all right.
No, see, if I'm going outside, I would love to wear them.
Oh yeah, those are comfy. They're cute. Yes, people, I do wear poise panties, or I will wear the Japan's bladder control. Yes, I will. Uh, they're great when you have your period, when you're trying to take a nap. Okay.
No, no, no. We have established we are for. Shut up. I don't care.
Okay. Okay.
The only thing I don't have is a turban. That's the only thing I ain't got because I'm sitting here getting these moves.
Girl.
And I got this new one on right now. I got pockets. I was like, I need a turban. That's it.
Girl, we both got
Except
nieces. Okay. We both got nieces. Uh, mine have made me great aunties as well.
No, look. My youngest one that was just here is 28.
Yes. They're gonna make you a great aunt
Yeah,
soon.
so hope not.
They old enough. I'd be like, do it now. Get me somebody now. Give me my great niece, my great nephew now.
No, she needs her head screwed on just a little bit more.
Nah, because if she gets it too screwed on, she ain't gonna do it at all.
No, I mean she's still too flighty and understand.
Well, then you
like
in
I'll
luck.
explain to you.
Then you in luck. She might be able to get one for you if they flighty enough. Take flight.
No, because I'm like this one here. She's like I was like I like New York. Maybe I should move here. I said no. I asked her the truth. I said, okay, how much you think the rent is on this apartment?
800.
Because she was living in Dallas. She said 1,200 because she's like, yeah, the
Oh,
one
you can
street
do that.
her sister staying.
Not for your
Yeah,
apartment.
I said that's what she thinks. No, I said that's what she thinks. I said this apartment is $2,000. She wouldn't say what now? I was complaining about the 12. I was like,
but you know though, I have
and
seen some
also,
apartments in New York, but more so like Queens and stuff, or if you go to Manhattan and you do apartment shares.
right. But see, here's the problem with my niece. Love her.
Of course.
Can't keep a job.
Oh.
She has
Yeah, that could be a problem.
She has a family
That
problem.
sounds like my cousin. That sounds like my cousin when he was in his I'm trying to find myself stage.
Yes, that's where she is. That's exactly it. Yes, because the problem was
Now, mind you, there's hope because he's stable now.
no. Oh, I know there's hope. That's why I said give her a few more years. Right? I said
Okay.
because she was a manager at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't.
That's a good job.
Yeah, but she couldn't stand the people, so she left.
Oh, because I'm about to say Walmart got good stocks, got good retirement plan.
But yeah, it's the people of Walmart.
I figure it's depending on the hours.
I could say it like this. How do I say it like this is nice? Her temper makes
Don't say it all you can't.
No, I just said it. Her temper makes my temper look nice.
Oh.
That's where we get along as. Like, no.
Oh no. Yeah, well, never mind. Keep going.
And this is why she has trouble with people and dealing with things. Right now,
you know, though, let me take that. Let me roll that. Let me tiptoe back. Because even with your crazy ass temperament, like the one you had before, more so, you would have still been fine with a kid. So I think she could be able to do that, and it might change her mind perspective on how to handle people a little bit more. But that's only if she actually wanted it.
Right. And right now, she's still trying to be a music artist.
Oh, what?
She wants to be a musical artist, a singer.
Oh, okay. Good luck. God bless.
Hmm.
If there's a will, there's a way. Well, no, because I'm saying you could, with so many people doing TikToks nowadays, Instagram videos, it can be done. There's so many different auditions, especially now virtually. It can be done. And some people might
Yeah,
think that they may be singers, but they actually really become songwriters.
that is actually quite true. That's true. I'm just like,
Because I've seen
I
some
don't
people
know
that,
enough.
that can't sing really, that really can't sing as well or as star entertainment power, that tend to find that they write music better than they sing it.
That is true. I don't know enough about it, except for
You
a
know I love
movie or a
music.
reality.
You know I love
I
music.
said me.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
know. I love music too, but I just don't know that much about it.
Oh, I
I'm
would
basic
definitely
when
have.
it
I would
comes.
definitely probably have her connect with a group, production company called Higher Faculty. They are an education, musical education company, out in Ohio, and they will help tutor and mentor people in that direction, and even help them if they come out to that area to help produce. Now they are faith based though. They are faith. One of the partners is a faith based gentleman. So they came out with a nice little track, praising the Lord. Hello, hello. So we can talk about that later.
That's the only thing. I never know. I don't know where she stands on it now. So
Oh, gotcha.
okay, yeah.
All right. Well, the
So
weight thing is
now,
good. Amen for that.
oh no, go. It's your
No,
turn.
I
If
said
anything else
the
you got,
weight thing is good. So amen for that. Mhm.
yeah.
I already said my weight. I went up. It's 232. I have yet to go back into the 220s again. My goal was to go down to 210. I'm on the opposite direction of that, people. I'm currently in my rag the moment, and the weight's so heavy that the rag and I are just not really good friends. Constipation is on the high, complete TMI. Eating habit, completely shitty because I have a tendency to keep forgetting to eat breakfast like I'm supposed to. And then so that's a problem. And then trying to eat stuff at late night for snacks, again, problemo.
Yeah. No, I started doing that too. It got so bad that we both do the same thing. We forget to eat. Swore we ate something and then stand up and be dizzy as hell. That happened to me like 2, 3 times this week. And I'm like, did I eat? Like, oh, and then I realized I forgot to re up on my snacks that I have at my desk so I could, munch and not do that.
Mhm.
And I got told Kim to help me get to the bed because I was gonna fall standing up.
So yeah, bad choices is what I'm dealing with right now. Bad choices. A lot of shit going on for school wise. I had anxiety due to, there's a lot of things that cause me to have anxiety sometimes, but I was really panicking more into this class that I'm taking. This is my second time to officially take the course, but it is my third time to have applied for this course. And I really realized during this course that I really was the arch enemy to myself. I did not have enough faith in me to be able to conquer my fears about the word accounting. I hear accounting people, I hear mathematics. Yet I work in finance, but I work in consumer retail finance. So in my mind, I'm like, look, the computer's gonna calculate, I can use a calculator, but don't ask me to give you the quantity, don't ask me to tell me what the breakdown is of this cost analysis, what this trend analysis is, what the heck is a differentiational analysis. Do we know about doing some cost analysis? No, I don't want to go through all that. But I had to. So I struggled. I prayed. I had other people praying for me. My goal was to get a 73 points so I can get at least a C. But then I was praying to God for that. And then I said, Lord, help your sister out, help your daughter out, get me to my C. He got me to the C. Then he said, oh, I got you, girl. And then got me to a C plus. I said, oh, and then I had my last exam, writing paper exam on Thursday. That was due Thursday. I said, Lord, please guide my fingers, guide my mind. Let me type correctly. Let me think correctly. Let me put it all together. Because you could be sitting at a computer trying to write something, people, and your mind is going, one flew over the cuckoo's nest, etc., etc. Yeah, that was my brain. I didn't want that to happen. So thankfully, I got back. The professor was not taking forever, and came back with my grade today, or early this morning, because I was like talking to my mom early. My mom had a beautiful birthday celebration yesterday. I got my paper information this morning, that I got an A on the assignment. So very happy on that one. Yahoo! Got an A on the final paper, and basically it brought me up to a B minus. Yay! So from praying that I just get a pass to him delivering me to take my B minus, I'm gonna take it, people. I'm gonna take it. The Lord is good, but I literally was my own architect of my own failure the first 2 times around. All because of my damn anxiety issues.
Now here's the funny thing. I'm gonna go into the anxiety part. I mean, that part of the show. So this show's gonna be like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Because we already talked too much and we have to. Now, the reason I say this is because she's talking about her anxiety, how it derailed her before anything ever actually happened. Now, the funny thing is, our anxieties do that, and it's kind of how we have to cope and learn. Now, we kind of I already went over this, is how I've learned to understand my anxiety and deal with it now with the hair and makeup and all that stuff. Now, here's another one. This has happened to my friend, right? And she don't understand this because I had to scream at her in class in front of people, and I asked the lady, "You sure I didn't embarrass you? I'm sorry, but I had to be the black friend." What had happened was this heifer got into MFNYU. You heard me? She got into New York University. You know, the one that's on TV and commercials and owns Lower Manhattan. Now, your girl was like, yes, all right, you got it. Because she tried to blow past me because I was sick and she called me. She's like, oh, I told you I got into NYU, right?
You're like, wait.
She's like, no, I swear I told you first. And blah, I'm like, I was sick. That's how you got around it, and you try to blow past it. Now, she is trying to blow past it because NYU is her second choice. Her first choice is Columbia, which is the other famous New York school that owns Upper Manhattan. Right, and I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, well, actually not even in my head. I said it to her. I'm like, bitch, you just got into NYU. You better take this and be happy and do like she said, to jump around and stuff like that. We were in virtual class, right? And she was and she went on, and was talking, and I had my mute on, had my camera on, right? And she's like, oh yeah, well, this happened. I got into this school and bypass that, do this. And I went unmute. I said, excuse me now. She got into freaking NYU and she tried to go past. So I was that black friend that's like, you ain't gonna say that. And let me tell you. Did I do it? Yes, I did. And this is her anxiety, and she's still freaking out about the number one spot. I'm trying to tell her her anxiety is pushing down. It's like, no, I have to do this on top. I have to do the first one. I'm like, silver is gorgeous. Silver medals me every day. I'm like, it's right there. You don't always have to get the gold. The silver is good. You still gonna get what you want. They still got their own hospital, their own loan.
You're still on the podium.
So you gotta be exactly.
Hell, I'll take bronze. Right, hell, I was shooting for bronze, girl, and I was okay with my silver. Okay, you still on the podium.
Right, you started off. So shut up. So, but she's still freaking out. She's like, please pray for her to get into Columbia because she really want to go to Columbia. But I'm
And you
just
know,
saying.
the best thing, I know what it's like to want to have like fixate on something, as I just said. And it's sometimes it's really hard to learn to train yourself to bend.
Yes. And that's what I was talking about, the anxiety, because our anxiety can make us so rigid and we have to do this thing. And if we don't do this thing, we're not good enough.
Right.
And it's listening to yourself, understanding your anxiety, and also listening to your real friends, the good ones, you know, that to help you bend. Like I
Right.
said, took Sheila 30 years. And I'm starting to learn, like, hey, how you doing? 30 years, a lot of prayers.
Hey, better late than never. Because
Exactly. And so that
some people never learn about themselves. People, listeners, watchers, a lot of people never realize themselves or take credit for what they've done and acknowledge who they are as people. So it's better to later in life than earlier. This is your correct time.
exactly. And then also with the with anxiety is therapy is not bad. That's why I went into that long thing of explaining how it works and you're allowed to change and do stuff that fits you. Because the person that you're going to see and talk to, you want them to fit you so they understand you to help bring out the real you. Because if you're going to someone just because they're there and they don't get you and they're coming with their own ideas or their own way of thinking, the real you will never come out because the real you will see the fake person. Like, I'm not coming. So you have to really get these things that help push through that anxiety and understand. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about because we went the long way around, but see, that was what it is. And I had to do that because I'm like, I did that. It's like, I could see it now. It's just smacking us in the face like, you can't do shit. Stop it. And, so I'm like, okay, we have to get better because I still have the anxiety that my dumb brain is telling me, oh, you're never good enough for grad school. You're getting in and called you back. Never going to tell you anything. And in my head, I was like, there's other programs I can apply to later and just do it then. So shut up.
It's beautiful, like, because I love the way your head is thinking now. It's like you're not putting yourself in a box, and I think that's what really struggling with depression, struggling with social disorders like anxiety, where you place more pressure on yourself than is actually needed. There's no need to put that much pressure to the point where you start to have panic attacks, have to have anxiety sweats, things of that nature, where you just panic, cause yourself to get sick.
Exactly. Now, with that being said, we're going to go into the next segment in a moment because I'm going to pause and we'll be right back.
My face is not here. Yes, I know.
Okay. All right. So we're going. Okay. So and we're back. So very simple. Thank you for pausing, even though for you it was like 3 seconds. Okay. So the last part that we're going to do today is the rants. And the reason I say the rants is because Sheila doesn't.
In other words, she's taking the last part.
No. You let me finish. She doesn't have to come up with a rant because she already has this rant. But we're just gonna go over it again. So, like I said, Kim and I went out last night. It was my friend's daughter's birthday. We went bowling. Now, the way they set up the bowling alley was very nice because they had partitions and stuff, and we were off in a corner away from people. So, and everybody had their mask on. It was good. The reason why I said with this rant is she was gonna do this too because she was talking about Florida. Is that people, there is still a pandemic going on, but they are out like there's no pandemic because
Now I remember.
right, that's what I said. Hold on, Sheila, I'm gonna let you get to it because let me tell you about last night. Now, last night we went, and New York is not officially open, partially open. right? So what had happened was, while these heifers was outside like there ain't no pandemic. Now we got a little lost because they had moved it. This is a new bowling alley. Now we walked by this part and they had all these, they built those outside partition things, where you could sit and have tables and restaurants. When I say packed, I'm like, I know it's nice. But why y'all outside? And y'all in these little partition things, but y'all still take your mask off to talk and drink. And it don't make no sense. And everybody out on the street. We was in Times Square. Now, here's the funny part. On the strip of 42nd Street itself, looked like the pandemic hit it because it looked like everything closed. The big McDonald's there is gone because they closed that flagship store, which is stupid. Because that's how I got lost in the first place, because I didn't see the McDonald's and I know where I was. And then all these people out, and they got tourists out, kids and everything, and they got the mask. Why do you have the mask, but it is here? What the F is this? What is this going to do for anybody? Seriously, what is this? Now, you can't say that you're a person like me. It's like, oh, but if I put the mask on, my makeup's going to come off. They sell these on Amazon. It is called a lipstick protector. You see, my lipstick. My makeup. When I put the mask on, don't touch makeup. Can't say that. Now, for the people, I can't put this on my face. Oh, I'm not done yet. Let me finish. For the people,
Oh my God.
breathe on my face. And it is touching me.
Yep.
It's not touching me no more.
Yep.
You see that?
Literally, people have taken that into consideration. People have taken that into consideration. They have listened to people bitching and moaning.
Oh, yes, but wait, I'm not done yet. Now, so that, because I'm like, this is my part of the rant, and you're going to get it to yours, because that's like I said, when I remind you of what it is, you going to go off. So let me finish. So, mind you, I said with this, right? You see this here? Now, the fact that I see it now, because this is the funny thing, because you talk about the little TikTok people. Now, I'm about 2 seconds from downloading TikTok, only because Instagram got me with the stupid reels. And they got some funny people on there.
Yeah.
And they got people. This is one chick I just started following. It's funny. She called the council. And what had me dying is her doing the different parts of her body and brain. She had one for her lady part. She had one for her brain, one for her heart, and one for her anxiety. That said, because the anxiety is in a hoodie was like this, like, I don't know about that. I was like, that's my brain. I'm talking to myself. And it's like, see, now this is what happened when you think with you over there, and you over there saying like be in love and stuff, and they looking at the heart, like, but it was so nice. And it's like, no, but the lady parts was like this. No, we didn't like him. We just wanted that. And I was just like, Lord, dying. But back to the other thing. So, right? So I'm out there and I got a little busy. So I'm sitting down and I'm just like, when I say everybody's outside, all the people outside, the thoughts was outside because it's a little warm and I'm like, I shouldn't be seeing this many shorts or tightness on there. And then I saw, and then the people with the mask down here, mask nowhere in sight, mask on their arm. At least they had one. Because some people I ain't see a mask nowhere. I'm like, me in my head, stay the F away from me.
Right.
Move
Step
away.
back.
Get so close. I'm like, I'm trying not to swing on people because I've noticed this with myself. This is where that old Pippa come in. One, I don't like people in the first place. See, Sheila said it. Old lady with a bat. Yes, I am. Old lady with a bat. I was online in the Walgreens on 42nd Street just to get a soda, and I move up while you on my ass, and I don't have a shot with me to hit you. And me and Kim was outside like, where the fuck are all these people going? And they're going like to the M&M store, and I'm like, and I mean seriously, like, okay, it is true. Most New Yorkers, real New Yorkers that live here their whole life, hate tourists. We hate tourists for the passion because they don't know how to walk, they don't know how to do that. It's like, move, you know?
That's why you take the other path because they're on it.
Yes, but here's the thing: when you have to get to the subway, you ain't got a choice. This happened last night. We were walking down the block. The block is huge. Now they have blocked off the corner with with the yellow tape because they were cleaning the sidewalk. You know, the power wash. And these people ahead of me stopped and looked like this is like they didn't know where to go. Walk the fuck around where you see the other people going. And they had to ask people, why can't we go through this way? Because they're cleaning. Are you stupid? And then there wasn't other parts, so I bypassed and went around. And then I'm walking, and then I see a group of people walking this way, and I'm walking this way, right? And why they ain't got the mask on, the kids ain't got the mask on, but this is guy with a GoPro like this, filming him walking. What the fuck are you filming? Why are you filming you walking the street? You could go to Google and they do that for you. You go to YouTube and they do that for you. Put your damn mask on. Then I saw another one was like, oh Lord, this baby looked like she was like 7. Should be walking. Why are you in a stroller? I'm like, I looked at it, like, that baby can walk. Unless you have an extremely tall 2-year-old, no. I just left it's like, no, that baby should be walking. I don't care how tired you are. Pick the baby up. It's not that deep. And a pig stroller, I'm like, okay. And that was most of the stuff that I was doing. It was just that Kim and I both said, why they acting like there ain't no pandemic going on? Oh, and this was the most effed up thing I noticed. I didn't notice it, but I heard this on another podcast. Because I want to let you get, because your Florida thing was hilarious. It seemed like the pandemic really opened up America back to normal because mass shootings went up. As soon as they open up a little bit, we've had like 4 like mass shootings. And I'm just like, that's America for you. But that was my rant of stuff. Now, Sheila, go ahead, because she went off on the twerking people.
So, okay, so here's the thing, people. Here's the thing. When I was watching the news, and it's rare that I watch the news, okay? Like literally sit my behind and watch the news. The fact that I saw people in Florida, okay? People in Florida, young people on camera, no mask, okay? Telling them to go, the heck with the curfew. Oh, we out here, we doing our thing, we out. Okay, so besides just getting gonorrhea, because apparently in my state, Maryland, syphilis has gone up, along with the COVID numbers, infection numbers, syphilis people, okay? Then you have what I call children, babies, sucking on a lollipop out in Florida, acting straight stupid. And I call them children because, again, I hope a grown adult or even a teenager or something would have a little bit more sense to know, look, you can party. You can have fun. You can also be smart. See, when you want to have sex, you want to have sex with everybody in the world, great. Make sure you wrap that up. You want to be out in public like crazy? Right. Wrap your face up.
Right, but see, these are the people, like I saw the girl who was twerking on the car, on her back with her legs like this, going pop, 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 but the car was moving.
Yeah, see, this is called alcohol consumption, not smart. Drug consumption, not smart. Now, this is like when people just said, ooh, we open? Like we open? Like we all the way open? No, heifer, we open on a creek. We open on a crack. We are not asking you to show us your crack.
No, they said you open and they busted it wide. Real wide.
It's like children gone wild, for real. And I'm just like, why? It's like, and this is why what kills me is like, we almost so close. I feel like it's like every time we get close to saying, oh, we got this many people vaccinated. You got people lying, all right? You got people lying to try to get a vaccine. Okay, I don't need to lie. Sadly, I got way too many things on the list that actually put me in that list. But sadly, because I actually registered recently, and I was like, oh, damn. They said, do you have this? I was like, yeah. You got this? Yeah. You got this? I was like, damn. Okay, well, I'm going to check that off, check that off, check that off, check that. Oh, okay, so I fall in group C. All right, cool. No, not really. But the point is, It's like we want to get it tested. We want to make sure we inoculate enough people so that, you know, there's a better chance of survival, because we were at a zero survival before, testing the odds. And I'm sitting here going, we're so close. What is wrong with you people? What is really wrong with you people? Now, what I have noticed is that a lot of people have made some changes as well, meaning a lot of companies have changed how things are done. A lot of people have made different decisions for their lives. But some people I have noticed have made some stupid ass decisions, and I'm gonna say it's stupid ass decision. And I don't give a damn if you don't like what I have to say, because this is what I have to say. Because guess what? If you don't like this podcast, you can go on to the next one. You hear me? So here's what I have to say: care for other people and yourself the most. Wear the mask for you, so that you don't catch nobody else's cooties.
Exactly.
Same way you don't have sex with people that you don't know without a condom.
Yeah. The girls out there, they should just be like, "Ooh, I want it now." No, I can wait. I can really wait. I don't care. It ain't that deep. They got toys that can do everything for you. You ain't even gotta move. Just hit the button.
Okay.
But
So
that's why I
here's my
said,
thing. That was my little 2 cents.
no, because I was thinking about it, and I was like, yo, they really out here just wilding. And I'm like, mind you, and oh, for all y'all people who may be in commenting about, you was out there too. I said, no, I was out there with this lovely mask on. I was not around a bunch of people all the time. I saw this, and there was still a nice good perimeter around the way to fuck for me, because I don't like people. And also, but these are the people who just out here thotting up. And I don't mean just women. I mean the men too. Men
Right.
could be thought
Yes,
too.
yes, they can.
Out here.
Yes, trust me.
And
Men were out like, what? Hey, it's like watching it looks like watching groundhogs. Woohoo! Hello. I mean, literally, it's to me. It's just so funny. It's just like it's sad and funny at the same time. It's like we're getting to a precipice in different countries, and then we have different variances going on. We need to get our country back into a somewhat semblance of some normalcy, but we know things have changed. The normal that we knew before is not the normal that we have today, and people need to get around that fact. It's like people are seriously in deep denial. Some people are in some deep denial, going, "Oh no, we good." All right, well then you get sick on your own, but I'm going to wear a mask.
but wait a minute, see that goes back into another part of this rant that I had. Y'all know I got this teacher I don't like, right? And this woman getting on my nerves. Now let me refrain, and I keep saying that. She done already got on my nerves. I'm just trying to get my grade. That's it.
Right.
But I had to shut her down again, because what happened was she says like, okay, going forward, I hope in your internships that you could do it in person, because in person is so different, and you got to get that connection and blah blah blah, this that and the third, and then this virtual thing is not good. You're not really getting the same experience and blah blah. Let me finish. Let me tell you what I told this woman, because I did get in it. I said, yes, I understand that. But the truth is, because of this pandemic that is still going on, you have to deal with the things that you have to deal with. And you have to understand, we're not going back to the way it was before 2019, before the pandemic exists. It's going forward. Virtual reality is the thing. This is going to be thing. Yes, it would be better if we can do it in person, but for my safety, if I still have to do this virtually, I will have to do this virtually. And the thing that I have to learn from doing this virtually that I do now is better time management, to understand where my breaks will really need to be, and then I can't do everything at the same time. And you have to understand that going forward, we have a vaccine. We do not have a cure. It is not a cure, and you do not know what tomorrow will bring, and if this will not work. So you cannot say you wish or you want something like that, because that is not plausible, is what I'm trying to tell you. Because you're trying to tell me and invalidate that I did my internship virtually this entire time, because that's what you keep saying. even though you keep saying, oh, in my day, I wish it was like this, and I wish, you had that experience. I do not. Because one, I'm not as old as you. Two, you were not going through a pandemic. So I had to make it work with what I have to do. And this is what I'm telling all y'all little heifers out there. Stop trying to say we're going back to normal. Normal don't even exist anymore. It does not. We are not going back to 2019. No offense, I don't want to go back to 2019. You know what was crazy in 2019? Trump was president. He was an idiot. He made all these racist people look like they had a voice, and they still talking. We try to get them to shut the fuck up. Secondly, we were broke.
I have had the most boring political season so far, and I'm quite happy that it's been boring.
Well, let me get to that. I'm gonna get my mind right. So, we had the racist thing and everything else that we had to protest the whole time. We forgot the pandemic and then went to protest. Then we got hit with a pandemic that the president before him left you instructions on how to do this, and you threw it out. And then try to say he didn't leave you with instructions. They were right there. You threw them out. Shut the fuck up. Now we are somewhat getting better, somewhat, to almost being able to go outside. And what did the people do? They started shooting everybody. And more racist bullshit. So you know what? I do not want to go back in time. I actually like when we were in the house because we did not open the news every day, open the internet, and said somebody else got shot for something stupid of going to work. I was able to pivot and learn something new because you have to go forward. You cannot do everything in person. You cannot, because there's some people who will sit in front of you in person will not open up. But if they can sit here in a screen and they in their environment is comfortable, will tell you everything that you need to know.
True.
So this is what I mean is shut the fuck up. Stop telling me what is normal. Stop telling me I want to go back. You don't want to go back. If you go back to 2019, you might as well go back to Jim Crow because that's what they wanted in the first place.
Well said.
Yes. So you understand me now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I understand you, but
well, I mean, but I'm just like, this is why I said no. Sheila went the fuck off. I was like, she's not like me.
That's fine. Don't like me. I'm just gonna tell you my 2 cents. It's like don't like me. I want to tell you my 2 cents, and this is how I feel. This is what I believe, and this is what I think they think that you're saying. So no.
Exactly, and I'm just like, y'all up. I can't. But that was the thing I had, and I'm like, I was outside for 2 seconds yesterday. I was like, this bullshit. And they were all white people too.
Oh.
Feel like I could.
I mean, not. Oh, sorry. Let me take that back. I don't know what. If those who saw my face, please note that is not the case. That was my first reaction, but you have to understand my reaction around that. Just because understand, I am Black, and as a Black person, I am unfortunately learning by society to condition myself to fear judgment from a different race. Okay, so not that I personally judge that race or person up front. I will judge a person on their person merits. However, society-wise in the United States, Americans specifically, the Caucasian Americans specifically in the United States, sometimes I have to learn which one is wanting to hang me and which one is wanting to hang out with me. Okay.
Right. That's what I was about to say. Let me clarify, because there are levels to white.
I got plenty in my family, but they're European.
Right. See, there's why. That why is the insurrection people and the flag, and that Confederate flag. That's the why. Mm-hmm. Then there's white people, which are just stupid. I'm gonna say just stupid. Then you got the other white people like, aye.
Those are like the ones who've been around and know better and educate themselves.
Yes.
Those are the ones I can call. Now those are the ones I'm quite happy to call friends. Hell, some I actually call family. Right. Now, they're not by my biological.
Exactly.
I do actually have biological ones, but that's besides the point. My European family, my white European family, I love them. They have a different perspective on things.
But, right. I have to say the regular whites, not the white, but the regular whites, they change by state. Those states, because the
Or
state
county,
is
or
different.
county. I will say this, per county. 'Cause where my mama
Well, see,
lives,
for you, it's
she got plenty of the 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 white sheep people.
yeah. See,
Yeah.
that's different. And then like because here you got regular stupid whites. Then you got the white gays. That's a whole other category because we just like,
No, I like my white
yeah,
gay.
because some of them, no, I said some of them cool as hell, and some of them like, can I punch you now?
Oh yeah.
That's why I said just stupid, not
Oh, yeah.
racist, just stupid.
No. I had one that thought he was above all everybody. Trump supporter and all. And I was just like,
Oh
and I
no,
had to
that's that.
train him once. And I was just like, I was just like gun toting, Trump loving, and I was like, what? But then when you know his attitude, you're just like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. His attitude alone is like, I am better than everybody. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I, I was like, when you
Th-
get the older lady in my department who's one of the nicest, sweetest women you will ever meet, and she don't like you, that's a
Ooh,
problem.
yeah, because I'm
When
like,
grandma don't like you, that's a problem.
yeah, because it's like saying with any race, you have levels of what that race is. You know?
Yeah, same thing here. Because trust me, there are plenty of black ratchet Negroes that just like, because we have our own saying: when there's more than 5 colors in a room, there's a problem.
No, that is not true. It's more than five
Girl, there's a
inward.
problem. Have you seen my family? Have you been in the room with my family? Okay.
I know, but it's hilarious, but it's true. But it's true. But I was just like, because you look at some of these people and you're just like, sense is not common with our world. That's what it is.
It's like,
It's
yeah, because it doesn't make sense to me. Like when I watch certain black content where I see other black folks talking about, oh, my biggest pet peeve about this whole appropriation business. I'd be like, learn your facts, people. Learn your facts before you start opening your mouth. Learn the truth before you start opening your mouth. Number two, why we have to kill ourselves to make a point. Oh, he acting up. Oh, he trying to take my money. Oh, I'm trying to get this cheddar. I'm trying to get this bread. I got to get this dime. I got to get this. You don't know how to get an education? You don't know how to work like sensibly? I'm like, you giving those that we say are our oppressors ammunition? You want them to call us a dog? So you're going to act like a dog? You want them to call us thoughts? You want them to call us sluts? You want them to call us ignorant, stupid, lazy? So you give them fodder? What? What? The hell? That pisses me off.
but okay. Now,
It's probably why I don't
I'm just saying.
hang out with uneducated black folks. I think that's one of the reasons I don't hang out with it. I just don't. I've come to that realization. I have realized my surrounding is it is all educated black folk.
Yeah, so's mine.
Uh-huh.
I had
I know, I saw your
no, I
face.
thought
Your
this
face was like, wait. Oh yeah, it is.
yeah, because we're all in there, all in school. Most of us going for our masters. The only reason that Crystal and them stopped is because literally they work in a kitchen, so they can't go there during a pandemic. They're like, no, I got 4 kids.
Girl.
Yeah, yeah,
Ever.
yeah, because that's the only reason because they want to finish, but I'm not going in person. I don't trust y'all.
And that's why I'm saying, like, it's like you find a way. You find a way for what you want to do, but we deal in a world where there's a difference based on perseverance, based on certain, because you can have a certain background, you can have a certain upbringing, like we said early on in the beginning of this conversation, you can have different upbringing, but you can have a same like mind on certain things. If I was born in trash, literally, there are people who are born in trash heaps, okay, in different countries, hell, even in the US, okay, and still make the choice to not be of their environment, not in a high sedity way either. So
Oh no.
So my thing is, you know, people need to try and say, not give each other excuses. And yes, when we have anxieties, we need to learn to deal with our anxieties. Find the focus, find the difference. It may take years, but we're gonna get there. I'm done.
I know. I was gonna say on that note, this has been a long episode because we went around the world and over, but it kind of needed to be said because the truth is, when sometimes when we go long, it's like, yeah, you get a real deep message. 'Cause you got one today. You like, you know about therapy, you know about, anxiety, and what pisses us off. So she's like it. Because the funny thing is, this whole mask thing going forward, even if we do get a cure, I'm still wearing mine because you know what? The
Yes,
thing that I have not been sick. I've only gotten sick with spring pox. Before that, because normally I
yes.
have a cold infection and stuff. The only thing that keeps my butt is spring. It's
Girl,
allergies.
what you said. My hair. Things have changed so much, like besides me being lazy and getting fat. But other than that, though, my skin is different. My hair is different, like my actual hair, the one underneath all this stuff. My natural hair, my hairstylist, she was like, "Wow, your hair has grown, and it's thick and healthy." I was like, "I know, right?" I said, "There's something in the air, Mama. There's something in the air." Girl,
All my back, my hair is long. It's strong. I was like,
yes. I was like, there's something in the air or something going on when I'm outside because there's a difference. My body is like, wait, what's going on?
exactly. So I don't care, and I'm like, these masks that they coming out with now, they keep it, and they're
Girl,
adorable.
especially if you were one of them crazy people that got them actual Louis Vuitton ones, the real one, not the fake Louis Vuittons, but the real Louis Vuittons, the real Balenciaga ones.
Oh wait, my friends, they went and spent some coin. They got a mask that comes with a fan. I see it. It's right here on the mask. There's a fan, and it said, yeah, and there's one with an air conditioner. It's a little thing that's on outside, and it keeps you cool. I was like,
Oh, that's an actual fan?
it's an actual
Oh,
fan.
see what I'm saying? There have been people who made some commodities, some coin, real coin, out of making all these different things because other countries have been doing them for years.
Thank you. And then I saw one. Somebody had on one last night, right? It had an LCD screen, so his was lights and moving and shit on his mask.
Ew.
I was like, Aaron. See, if I still went to the club, I would have that on. Be like,
Right. Chicka choo, chicka choo, chicka choo. Yeah, ew, ew. See, if you can give me an outside club where I can have at least 6 feet apart from everybody, we might be
oh
inclined.
no, I want to go to an outside concert.
Oh my God.
I want to go
Have you ever
play
been to a
and
street party? It's oh my God, my girl Priscilla took me to one, but it was the silent party, where you got your headphones on.
silent. I wanted to do that. I wanted to
That
do it so
was
bad.
effing fun because you're literally we were in some parking lot, and you got the DJs, different DJs playing different songs, and you just switch to whatever song you want to play. And I'm just like, we're all just dancing, and if you take your headphones off, you're just like, it's quiet.
Oh yeah, because no, my friends went to one and she said they was laughing because her and a bunch of people in their circle, they turned to the 90s station and they were like, yeah, they're jamming. And her husband's over there listening to the rock station.
It is hilariously fun though. Oh my God, that was fun. And if you can get a big enough parking lot to have a lot more people so they could spread out for real,
But there's so many things that you can do,
Hmm.
and like the problem is, it's getting warmer, and every time it gets warm, people lose their dang minds, like they've never seen the sun again,
Ever
like it's
loving
not
mind.
gonna rise tomorrow.
Ever loving mind.
It's like it's the same thing. Like everyone says, "Oh my God, we got snow." It's New York, we get snow. It rained. How do you think we get water for the plants? It's hot in New York. We have all shows where we used to sleep on the fire escape.
Oh, and I'm not gonna lie.
These are
The she fit looking my fake me out she fit and your real she fit, girl. When it's hot, 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 hot. When it was hot, hot, hot. I have to say, having my titties lifted.
does have.
The
I,
the
I
underboob sweat,
told
the underboob sweat. It wasn't there.
that's not big. I know.
It wasn't there.
Like, I know. Like, look, I know I had trouble with the customer service. That does not mean anything about the product.
Right, 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 right,
The
right.
product, the customer service is shit, but the product is good because you could have something better than that. You could at least, say something. Even try to trick me into buying another bar and give me a 5 cent discount.
Right, right,
Could
right.
have did
Could have.
that.
Could have.
Because I was like, oh, I'm sorry about that. How about I give you 5% off on your next order, and then we make it up like that, and you need to make sure you do this because mine happened. Like it turned out it happened, mine was next door.
Hmm.
And I'm like, it's okay. If you would have already
Girl,
next one.
my mom got the other one, but I got the first one. I got mine still. And when I actually leave the house, like actually walk out this neighborhood or actually drive out this neighborhood, that is the one bra that I wear because everything is lifted in place.
Lord, that's what happened to me yesterday. Okay, I know I said we was going to end, but this is what happened. Okay, um, they were in a wash them and I didn't. I had to wear a regular bra. Lord, child, talk about was a girl was like, yeah, this is only
Especially during my period.
girl. I told you, and I went bowling. Like, do you know how happy I was to get in the house and rip that sucker off my body?
Girl.
Yeah, but for real, let's stop because well, we're gonna hit 2 hours.
Yeah.
But
Yes, yes,
anyway,
yes. Mm-hmm.
hope you enjoy this episode and learn more. And yes, we talking more about therapy and all kinds of stuff and anxiety and mental because it does go with the weight loss journey. Because it's a thing. It's
Yes,
all
yes,
of it
yes.
together. But you can because
It is a life. It is a life. Please definitely join us next time on episode 12 on God knows what we're going to talk about.
yeah, that should be the name of the show. It's like all over the place, people. But we love you. I'm Gwendolyn and she's
I'm Sheila.
and we're gonna be spiritual ladies. We'll talk to you later.